Previously on Coast Life, we sailed back into Halifax from Sambro, we visited George's Island and checked out the tall ships. Alright, so let's talk about that. Fuck off. Everything sucks today. I just broke my GoPro clamp. I'm having a rough go. Just so you know, this isn't official GoPro gear, this is the knockoff. Alright, so the story goes like this. I was down in the boat, and I was helping the guy with the Chinese junk rig get his anchor up, because he was moored and anchored, and he needed to retrieve his anchor, and it was a bit of a three-person job. We also moved another boat from another mooring, and in that time, somewhere between all these things, my keys went missing. I got to assume that they fell into the ocean, and they're at the bottom. So, a friend of mine gave me a used set of keys for the car that he had stored away, which is great. I put them in, but I've been fighting for the last 3 days with the immobilizer, trying to get it to synchronize, and I'm using Volkswagen scan tools and everything, and very frustrating. Alright, so the tow truck's here. We're gonna get it towed up to my work. Alright, so we got the car in the shop, and we're gonna use this ridiculously old computer to hopefully marry the key to the car, because you have to program it, and the new computers just aren't doing the trick. Tried like 5 times in the last couple days. Sucked. Alright, so the problem is this ECU. I have to send it away to get it updated because our car's so old it's a piece of crap. Bert here is a good Samaritan, good friend of mine. He's taking me to his girlfriend Lisa's car, and we're borrowing her car.
You're welcome, Chad.
Thank you, Bert. Spent 3 days working on this stupid problem because the immobilizer has been a serious issue, so I'm not going to continue wasting time on that now. It's been a couple of beautiful days that I've wasted working on the car, all because I lost my keys in the ocean. So today it's a boat day. We're going to go back out to McNab's, I think, and yeah, screw the car, we're going on the boat. It'd be easier just to have a boat and no car and no house, I think. There it is. There's the dinghy. So, and there's the girls. So, we came out to McNab's Island for a visit. We're leaving the dinghy there, but I don't know if that's the greatest idea. I sort of tied it to the log. Alright, I moved the dinghy. The boat's all the way out there. Learning things is hard on a boat. We wanted to make sure we had enough water, so we stayed out there. But then you put out 100 feet of rope for a 5-to-1 scope on 20 feet, and suddenly you're way out there. It's an extra 100 feet of rowing than you thought, but you want to leave room in case the wind shifts, so it's difficult. There's a seaplane. That seems really cool too, but honestly, it must be way more stressful than boating. Like, way more stressful. Fog's rolling in, so we thought we might leave. Just to be safe. You can see it's pushing itself in. So we're gonna pull up anchor and get out of here.
So we're chasing down the fog here. It's rolling in really quick. I'm trying to cook, but it's not going to happen, so motoring out of here.
When the fog rolls in, the fog rolls in. Looks kind of beautiful though. What do you think? Will we win or will the fog win?
I don't know.
We don't know.
Tough one.
But we're heading to familiar waters, and once we get in the arm, it's pretty much just the arm. And it should slow down in there, because all that land in there will keep the fog from creeping in as fast as it will out here. Now we're just barbecuing and motoring.
Yeah, hopefully it doesn't burn.
Where we were, and it's not that far. Yeah, the island is gone. It's like Lost.
Yeah.
We can still see where we're going. Just like that. Okay, so we ran out of fuel yesterday, and that was silly, but I don't know how to check the fuel level. I mean, there actually is no gauge, and anyways. So I saw it, I think, on Trio Travels, but you want this filter to be right to the top, otherwise air can get sucked in when you're out in the chop. So I'm going to top that up and see if I can continue to prime the system and get the motor running. Here we are. This is just like a Volkswagen at this point for me. This is how we bleed the old Volkswagens. Let's crack each injector. Leave it running. Alright, we got it running. It's going to self-bleed itself some more, but we got most of it out, so it should level out soon. Satisfied that the motor was definitely out of gas, and we got it running again. Air bleeded out. We have no idea how to check the fuel level on this because there's no gauge. It's not even a straight drop to it, so you can't put a dipstick in. Tried dropping a rope in once, but who knows if it got to the bottom, and then it was all soaked with diesel, so that sucked. So short of installing a gauge, which is probably what I'm going to do, does anybody have any suggestions on how one deals with knowing how much fuel is in your sailboat? So, you guys remember Lee from last year?
He really liked his boat.
He flipped his boat and has then sold it and then bought a bigger one. So he's just going to be cruising around here in a moment.
The boat looks great!
Thanks! Yours too! You're controlling from up there?
Oh yeah.
That's crazy.
Water, bow thruster.
Jesus. I'd like one of those for an 80.
How you doing? Good. How are you guys doing?
Good. You guys are going to Wreck Cove, are you?
Yeah, for barbecue.
Nice. We'll probably head that way.
Love the videos.
Thanks.
Been there yesterday.
Yeah.
Nice. This is a good wind direction for up there.
Yeah,
Flat.
that is true. Hopefully it'll hold for a little bit. We'll get there.
Okay, so we're getting ready to go out. We're sailing, and it's downwind in the arm right now, so I think we're just going to sail out of the arm. We've decided to set the jib up. Doing 6.3 knots. This time it's for real. So we've made it to Wreck Cove.
Jump at the gun now.
Yeah, well, we're almost there. We can see it. Now we just have to get in without running aground. It's not a whole lot of water in there, but there's almost everything in there is above 6 feet. 6, so that's more than enough for us. Not more than enough, but it's more than us. And the tide's going up, so there's that on our side today. Even if we do hit the ground, eventually we'll drift free. So we never run aground before, and we don't want to, but everybody says you will someday.
Hey!
Oh, aren't too fancy.
Represent. Did you just go put that on a minute ago, or?
I've had it on for like 3 days.
Hi.
In the tub.
Everybody.
What's that?
It's Steven Seagal.
Get that.
The fishing rod! Look like
What do you think of seagulls?
I hate seagulls. Throw something at it.
Let me go, the trash back there. Pretty good. See ya, take care. Bye-bye. So a big gust of wind came up and blew Chad's favorite hat right into the ocean. We decided to turn around and have a look for it. We did that a couple of times, but unfortunately, it's long gone.
Let's call a pan in about my hat.
Yeah. Security.
I lost my hat somewheres near McNab's Island. Eastern Passage. Normally you catch me whining on these vlogs, but it's beautiful. Sail home tonight. Sang out with some friends at Wreck Cove and sail our way back in a beautiful sunset. Katie's got the helm. Are you helming?
I'm helming.
And there's the sunset.
Well, thanks for joining us on this week's adventure of coast life. If you like the shirt that Lee was wearing, you can purchase one online. Links are in the description below. We're currently saving up to buy a new digital camera with a zoom to help enhance our videos. If you'd like to help us reach this goal, you can find us on Patreon. Links are also in the description below. Thanks very much again for watching, and we'll see you next time.